Welcome to William Morrow Sculptures. Meet the wonderful metal artist William Morrow and his legacy items, the Money Bug, on auction now.
My name is William Morrow, and I am, currently I am a metal artist. I didn't start out this way, but it kind of developed over my lifetime. Um, First started doing metal sculpture when back in the late '60s, early '70s, right after I got out of the Navy. I sold my motorcycle and was making little pieces like this.
How did you get started with working on the bigger pieces?
Uh, well, I didn't really get started working on the bigger pieces until I'm going to say it was the trying to remember when Exxon pulled out. It's
In the 90s, I think.
no, it was in the '80s.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, when the oil shale, the whole oil shale project went kaboo. You know, yeah, it became a disaster. It put the entire Mesa County it's in bankruptcy, uh, and that's when I really got started in doing sculpture. So I had plenty of material. I had equipment and raw material to work with, and I started making sculpture. And David saw my work, and he wanted me to get involved with Art on the Corner in Grand Junction, and that was really when I started focusing on being an artist. You know, the rest of this was just kind of hobby stuff. But
So you became a metal sculptor, correct?
yeah,
And what was your first piece that was a large piece? What was your first one that you just started doing?
well, the one that really got my attention was a friend of mine he had lost his business. He had some raw material. He had a whole lot of 3/16 steel rod that what do you do with a bunch of just big long pieces of straight wire, you know, basically what it was. And with my new I had more equipment by this time in my life. Had a wire feed welder, and I discovered a technique where I could just use these steel rods and build a skeleton basically for a piece of sculpture, and then just add to it and fill in between the rods.
Talking.
Uh, this is a 3/16 rod that I used. That Larry gave it to me when he went out of business, and this isn't the piece that I sold. This is one I made a little bit later, using the same technique. But I used that technique quite a bit because I had quite a bit of rod.
And what's the name of this?
Oh, this piece is called the Money Bug, and I wrote a little poem about this. It's the money bug is a funny bug. I'm sorry. The money bug is a funny bug. It gets you just like any drug. The more you get, the more you need. It'll fill your heart with fear and greed.
That's brilliant.
So this is I used when I made that lizard, and they had a lot of fun with this technique until I run out of steel rod. But there it is, the money bug.
That is brilliant, Bill. Awesome. Mr. William Morrow and the Money Bug.
The money bug is a funny bug. It'll get you just like any drug. The more you get, the more you need. It'll fill your heart with fear and greed.
And that's the Money Bug. Raise it up a little bit for me. A little bit. Yay, William Morrow. The Money Bug. Thank you so much.
Join us at the art reception for William Morrow, the legend, September 15th, 2024 from 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. And then we'll take you to the second location, but you gotta come see the Money Bug in person and place your bid. At that time, we'll take you to the second location. Here we have one of the items that are available, the Running Man, along with his grandson and granddaughter, and me, Girl Friday, with William Morrow here at the second gallery. Here's the Money Bug looking right at you. You gotta see it up close and in person, and I did my very best to make sure you do get to see this beautiful piece of work. Join us at the artist reception and come place your bid. Here's the special poem William wrote for this particular sculpture. The Money Bug is on auction now at williammorrowsculptures.com. Place your bid, and maybe you'll be the winner. The last day to bid is September 21st, 2024 at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Thank you so much for watching this William Morrow Sculptures edition of The Money Bug. We'll see you at the event.